Good morning and welcome to Mags in the Morning with J-9.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's your morning going thus far?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful. I slept well. Everything's great. Are you feeling the same or you're not
I'm
on that
feeling
page?
I'm feeling a little sluggish, I must say, because I stayed up and I watched the debate,
Yeah.
which is a big topic of discussion today on
Very
social
heavy.
media. So I actually stayed up and what I like to do is um, I like to watch both reactions from both parties.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I like a bipartisan view. I like to look at what how the Democrats viewed the debate, and I like to look at how the Republicans viewed the debate, and I try to compare it to the points in which I saw it, and I go from there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, um, I stayed up almost to 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
I was not.
yeah. Oh, you know what?
See, yeah.
I'm paying for it a little bit today, but I must
It was
say,
worth it,
yeah, it
right?
was worth it. It was worth it. Um, I like to, like I said, I like to look at um, both, both sides of the paper.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like looking at just one side because you can and you will learn a lot um,
By
by
listening.
by listening to both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You can just like anything in life. You can't just look at what you want to do. You have to look at what the world's
Yeah.
doing, and that's how I feel. But I got politics.
Yeah. But I like it. You
Yeah.
gotta hit it. You know, we're all affected by it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough of politics. This is the wake up show where we wake up the secret city. Of course, we do it each and every weekday, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. And if you haven't done so, please go and download our WMB1 Radio mobile app, which is available on all Play Stores, all platforms, on iPhones and Androids. And it's so funny that I'm talking about the iPhones and Androids
I
because
know.
when we went to Cleveland this past weekend, by the way, which was a beautiful trip.
Yeah.
Great experience. Have you ever been to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No, I have not.
I'm gonna tell people if you get a chance, go out and if you're ever out in Cleveland, Ohio, go out and hit it. It was totally different from what I expected. Because when you say Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you think of rock, but they honor all music.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great to see uh, how they, as soon as you walk in, they have a very new section. From what I was told, it's a hip hop
Yeah.
section.
That's what
And
you were saying.
oh yes,
So how did they even merge that in there? It's just a
I don't
new.
know. I don't know how it came about, but
Somehow all genres usually blend together. Anyways, you're gonna get a rock and roll
so as
artist.
soon as you walk in, you saw big displays of the icons of
Mm-hmm.
hip hop, the Run DMCs, the Beastie Boys, and all that stuff. And then it just blended in with everything else: LL Cool J, Jay Z, Biggie, Nas, Fugees. It was great, and to see all their they had actual like Grammy speeches that were written down on paper.
Wow.
It was oh yeah, it gave me
Wow.
chills. So when I went and I looked at I was looking at Biggie's um, a little section that they had of Biggie, and they actually had the outfit that he wore up there. And it was wild.
Mm-hmm,
It was
mm-hmm.
wild. It was, but if you get a chance and you're ever out in Cleveland, um, it's a must. It's
I
a
would
must.
definitely picture it being like kind of going to like the Hard Rock Hotel or the Hard Rock Casino in
No,
Tampa or something. Like they have those sections of all the guitars and the music, a few cars.
they did all
I
that
love the
was there.
guitar.
All that was there. But they they do a great job in breaking down a lot of the genres, a lot of the different artists, and I just like I said, I found it. I had a I was perceiving it. You know, my notions were already like, okay, I'm just gonna see nothing but rock.
Mm.
I knew because people told me, but when I went in there, I was like I said, I was totally blown away
Yeah.
by the presentation. It was great. It was great. So
Add it to the bucket list.
when in Cleveland, you must see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's great, great experience. We were there for wow, almost almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
And the 3 hours didn't seem, I mean, the time was so taken up, it didn't seem like 3 hours. It was wild. But yes, the trip was great. It was, once again, at Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on Friday. And then on Saturday, we took in the NFL Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
which just was another great experience. It just was, walking through it and seeing, um, all the players that was there, just memories just started like racing by me. Another great experience.
Yeah.
So we, like I said, we knocked out two birds, one stone, and great trip capped off by, of course, Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Yeah.
I was laughing watching you guys walk through the stadium.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Someone's like, "Don't worry about them booing you. It's okay."
if you followed some of the live video, you
Mhm.
would have witnessed, the sports banter going back and forth. Some of it was rather interesting, but it's nothing that we haven't gone through. If if you're an avid NFL football fan and you've been to Philadelphia, which has always been voted as one of the NFL's worst stadiums to go to because of the fans. We've gone through that, and the barking that was going on, that had no effect on us. We just was looking, and every time someone barked, I just started laughing. I'm like, you know, of course, every stadium thinks that they have, the best fans and the craziest, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, you haven't been through anything unless you've been to Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philly is no joke.
So Philly is just by far.
They fly high. For real.
Yeah, they're on another level when it comes to, a lot of stuff that they do to intimidate fans. And I don't think the Browns fans were on that level. But overall,
They get trained early.
The tailgating was lovely.
Any new food or things that you tried? Tailgating? Any cool? I like seeing
the
how people
tailgate
get down.
the tailgate was A1. I've seen a lot of vehicles that were turned into tailgating, small buses that were turned into like bars with grills and it was just it was smokers. Just great.
So you had the video of the barbershop. My nephew did that one year at the Cape Verdean Festival. He pulled up one of those trucks.
Yes. So we were en route to the stadium. We were actually parking, and we obviously had to hit the liquor store. And when we went to the liquor store, there was, I'm in love with the cocoa, and it was blaring, and I'm like, what is that? So I just thought that it was just like a conversion van that was hooked up. And to my surprise, when I went, it was a mobile barbershop, and it was late. He had TVs all over the wall,
couches.
Yes, couches. He had.
He played that video. I'm like going.
Yes, he had he had a sink in there. It was great. It was nice. And I talked with him a little bit afterward. He was one of the customers that he had just received a haircut and wanted to go to the liquor store.
Yeah.
So when I pulled up, he was actually cleaning it out. It was pretty. It was dope.
Yeah.
But yes, the tailgate A1. We went to the Clevelander, which is a landmark in downtown um, in downtown Cleveland, and we went there on Friday night after the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
What is it, like a restaurant?
It's a restaurant. It's just a bar, which is
Nothing to no, it's not a chain like
no,
Clevelander.
no, no, no,
Like,
no,
okay.
no.
Oh, you
It's
take me right to Miami Beach.
yeah, no,
So
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no, no. It's called the Clevelander. It's a it's one of the mainstays, one of the sports bars in downtown Cleveland, and we were talking, and we wanted to find a tailgate. That's
mhm.
what we usually do, and as luck would have it, there were two gentlemen who we were. Who was on the side of us, and like, hey, you know of any tailgating? And by chance, he was like, I do a tailgate.
Yeah.
And we were like, what, Cowboys fans? He was like, I got family and friends. I don't discriminate. He was
Mhm.
like, the more the merrier. So his tailgate included $15 bottomless tacos. Yes.
Wow.
Bottomless, okay, great. I'm talking about with everything. You name it, they had it. Chicken, steak.
What?
Oh yes,
Okay.
it was all kinds of meat. And to boot, he had ribs. Obviously, beer, liquor. I mean, it was just a great. It was just a. It was just a great.
You weren't settling.
Service.
Yeah,
No,
that
no,
wasn't
no,
settling.
no, not at all. Um, and yeah, it was just an overall great experience. Um, so yeah, another check off from our bucket list.
Yeah.
Another city. So Cleveland is in the books, and we're on to the next.
You're on to the next.
On to the next.
On to the
Yeah.
next.
Yes.
We'll see.
So yes. So yeah. As for today's show, we have a very special guest that is going to be hitting us up, and that is one Gerald Kelly, our headliner, who is the dad of Hunter. He's going to be calling in live, and we're going to be interviewing him, and obviously trying to find out what we got going on as far as what we have in store.
Yeah.
So yeah,
They've been busy.
yes.
They've been busy. Yesterday, Tamron Hall, he said his phone's been blowing up.
Really.
So,
Yeah. So I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
Friday night.
We're going to have him shortly in about 5 minutes. So please stay tuned for that. We'll have him live. And if you haven't done so, please download our app so you can get that interview live. Of course, he's the headliner of our show, which will be happening this Friday at a comedy show. This Friday at the Willer Inn and Suites, located on 500 Hathaway Road in New Bedford, Mass, of course. And like I said, first father son comedy duo, and that is Gerald and Hunter Kelly, along with our host Chris Tabb from Boston. So please stay tuned for that. It's going to be in about 5 short minutes, and we're going to check it out. All right. So stay tuned. We're going to play a little music, and we'll be back real shortly. All right.
Real quick.
Until then, wake up. Let's go. Wake up.
Yeah.